Hello? Oh, hi.
Oh, hello there.
There you are.
Technical difficulties.
It's true. It's true. That's how they say it.
How y'all doing?
Doing great. Doing great. Ready for an adventure in the land of Eam with my good buddies.
This is
Rylee and
the
Galen action.
10th session.
10th session. Gosh, that's wild to me that there's been 10 sessions of actual play Land of Eam RPG. It's been super fun, actually.
None of it planned. All of it random, according to Sandbox.
That's actually true. That's actually true. We never plan any of these. It's all just in the used to be forest. No, it's the whole sandbox because
the whole
the Mucklands sandbox, which is coming along pretty well and almost complete. It's been quite the adventure to create the sandboxers.
Yeah, we've been in the Quagmash this whole time, and actually, I mean,
it's not even out. Yeah,
we haven't even been that far across the map.
No,
Krogland to the Gator Maze.
Yeah, we did Marshland. Yeah, Krogland, the Crag, Gator Maze.
We went to Sinkhole. Orch Sty is where we are now.
Yeah, that's right. Sklunch was just installed as Big Orch.
Sklunch, the NPC, the loyal, fantastical NPC, Sklunch the Orch, has been promoted to supreme leader of the Orches.
Yeah, if you didn't watch episode 9, you should go back and just witness all the ridiculous roles that somehow pulled through to install him as leader of the Orches.
Yes,
it was destiny. It
was destiny and a good run of spectacular roles to make that happen. But yeah. So thanks for joining us. We're going to get started on the adventure. For those of you who are just joining us for the first time, welcome. This is the Land of Eam RPG actual play. It's an RPG. It's inspired by the graphic novel series Rickety Stitch and the Gelatinous Goo. And yeah, let's get going. Let's dive in.
So as you mentioned last time, traveled to Orch Sty, and you brought Sklunch back there, and you found out that Big Orch led an army against the Muckmen and defeated them, but Big Orch was a casualty in the war. And so they were left open a spot for the Big Orch, and Sklunch beat everybody in a battle royale with your help, as well as what's his name, Elberry Berryton, the gnome,
who was
old pal.
Yeah, our old pal Elberry Berryton has been lost in the Quagmash for several quests, and luckily we were able to find him in Orch Sty. Oh wait, no, I made that happen.
You willed it. Through your character ability.
I willed it. I used a power. I used what I used,
old chums or something.
I used old chums level 1 power to have Elberry Berryton just be there.
A powerful level 1 power in the right context.
It is. This definitely was the best use ever. It
you also rolled a 12.
Yes.
Also true. Yeah.
If you'd rolled a success with a twist or something, I probably would have said that he hates you for ditching him.
I mean, ditch is a strong word. Lives were at stake.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's great because we can just call on old characters like P. Mibby and Lillian Gar to come show up in our time of need.
I'll have to create a catalog of all the characters that we've met so I can pull them into my brain at the right moment.
Yeah.
But Elberry Berryton just seemed to fit
those might have limited outcomes, George. You're trying to call
the GM regulate
the hand of
God.
Yeah. This made perfect sense, you see.
Little Deus Ex Machinimus.
That's it. That's exactly the right pronunciation as well.
All right, so what do you want to do?
I'd like to participate in the celebratory feast of Sklunch being the newest. It's like the Life Day celebration on Endor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm already eating the baked brie.
Yeah.
It's delicious. And what is our next step? I guess I guess now, are we in a place where we can return to our
to Vera
goal?
in
To Vera,
Marshgate.
yeah, and to make sure that Sven, the yodeling troll, gets his bridge built at the crack.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you guys were talking about, being somewhat involved with Sklunch and his big orchness. Did you actually want to influence him, or just like let him
become his grand viziers?
Wow. Puppet masters.
like his worm tongues?
Yeah, wow.
We become minor villains in the campaign from here on out.
I mean, but we're mostly heroes, except for the minor villainry.
Yes. But we do owe it to Vera to go to Dunk. We did solve the Mucklands. The Muckman threat.
Yes.
And Sven is waiting on that paperwork. So, what do you say? Should we head back to Marshgate or head to Dunk?
Yeah, let's head to Marshgate because maybe we have to pick up paperwork from her probably, and then bring it to Dunk.
That's right. It's like 7 sessions ago.
Yeah.
Sklunch, the Big Orch now. He just goes by Big Orch.
Call him B.O. for short.
Elberry Barrington is with him. He shakes her hand and he says, "I've decided to stay here."
He's going to become the Grand Vizier.
I whisper to Rylee, I say, he's gone native. This is not good. He has like war paint on his face. And,
I think it's
he's still covered in mud.
Yeah.
He's a gnome. He can help guide them. Like they can create a new empire of more easygoing orches.
Mm-hmm. And they can unify against the
of course, until the power goes to Sklunch's head and he loses his mind,
which is inevitable.
Yeah, inevitable.
Sklunch addresses you both and it says, "You always welcome here."
Thank you, Sklunch. Same goes for you whenever we find a place to live. And I cry openly. No.
I like size up to Sklunch. I look at him and I flick him in the chest and I say, "Big Orch all along."
That is good.
I give him a hero tug.
That is good. That is good.
I give him a hero tug before we leave.
Awesome.
He gives you his halberd.
I give him
trusty halberd.
Wow, that's amazing. I give him the harpoon that I had thrown to him previously, but for keeps, to remember me by as well. So now I have his trusty halberd, and I've lost my harpoon.
Awesome.
Glorious.
It's an emotional moment.
It's Kodak.
Walk away.
Cool.
Let's head north, I guess. Yeah.
You're heading north.
So I'm going to move us up till we are actually in Orch Sty, and we'll set out from there.
All right.
So we got 3 hexases. You want to make the first travel check, James?
Sure. 3.
Nothing bad has ever happened on a 3.
That's really good.
Actually, 5. I'm sorry. I forgot to add my bonus, as it were.
Bonus.
Same result, different day.
True.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Wow.
SRDD,
as they say.
Yes.
So roll a D-hundo.
D-hundo. 99.
Oh.
Jeez Louise.
99 fiddling spiders crawl out of your ears. It's a Halloween treat.
Oh, that's right. Halloween's coming up.
I'm going to have a really spooky episode of this.
Yeah, I was just about to say. We should do a special Halloween quest.
I'll be an orch face, just all green.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Watches.
Which is, sorry, I'm on a different computer right now. Technical difficulties here. Okay.
Ben is visiting family. If you didn't notice his different scenery.
He actually built himself a wood and steel and brick hut that he's self-quarantining in outside of his family's house.
It's a beautiful cabin.
Yeah, it's all hand-planed wood. Yeah.
He built it himself over the course of 12 years.
Stained with maple syrup.
Yep. Ants are a real problem.
Yeah.
So as you're traveling through the swamp, it gets really deep, the swamp water. And an old toothless boggart is on a skiff, and he offers to help you along, and you take it. You take his offer.
Ahoy!
Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean?
No.
Does he have enough room for my tortoise as well? Or is the tortoise just kind of swim along the side?
Your tortoise can get on the. He can get on. Yeah.
It's like super awkward in the skiff. We're just all like piled on. We have no idea how it's actually floating still.
Says where you headed?
Headed to Marshgate. We've got a meeting with the mathematician, Vera.
I see. I don't know who that is, but okay, you know.
What are
We
you doing?
appreciate you, yeah. What are you up to, buddy?
Well, just going across the swamp.
As you do. As you do.
I'm sure you've seen a lot of things in this swamp.
Oh yeah, this place is rife with hippogriffs.
That's so funny. We've never seen a hippogriff. What do they look like? I've never seen one.
Oh well, there's one now. He points to the water, and this monstrous hippopotamus-looking, but super bestial, like with woolly hair. It's matted down in giant tusks.
Oh gosh.
Raises its head and knocks into the skiff.
Oh, does anybody have any pumpkins to throw at it?
Just don't look at it.
I was like, avert my gaze, stare into the distance.
Zonienbach is like, you cannot look at the hippogriffs, for they will be angered and charge you.
Roll nimbleness. It keeps knocking into the skiff like Jaws.
Oh boy. Like
I know.
Jaws. 6.
Less than 6. Might be a 2. Because, yeah, I don't think I put any... Yep, I did not put anything into nimbleness.
2.
Nimbleness is one of the banes of my existence, actually.
Yeah.
And I'm now reminded that I need to spend XP to beat
I know. We should have done it.
Galen, you go tumbling into the water.
Galen, no!
I accept it. I immediately begin to hold my breath.
That's probably the least of your worries. Holding your breath.
Yes.
You're in a conflict.
Can
The
I
hippogriff wants to impale you with its tusks.
can I use lend a hand to grab him, like as he's going in?
Oh, and pull me from danger, so you get advantage on the roll.
Sure.
Here
I
we
said
go.
sure.
Sure.
Ooh, good thing I got advantage on that guy.
Yeah. Excelente.
8. So my total
Hey,
is-
Jesse. Thanks for coming by. She says you should have been a gnome. This would have all been solved.
That's true.
It's true.
That's true. You'd have those magic feet.
Should have been a gnome.
Should have been a gnome.
So my total is 7, actually, because I'm -1 still. But,
I mean, that's at least with a twist.
right.
Or it's success with a drawback, rather. I mean.
Yeah, what do you think that is? You pull Galen out, but what happens?
My pants fall into the hippogriff's mouth.
I was going to say something like I go in instead.
Oh.
Like I fall out, like getting him back into the boat. But maybe that's too extreme. But It's adventure-y.
It is adventure-y. It's up to you.
Maybe the old toothless boggart falls in. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I pick up his stick and I just keep pulling.
Seeing the funny papers, old man.
No. Yeah, if the old man falls in, then we'll have to do something.
We gotta grab him.
Yeah,
He's giving us this ride. We can't let this guy go.
giving us this sweet ride.
Yeah, he's like he falls in and he's like Quint in the mouth of Jaws.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Worst. That's the worst.
He's not yet been like bitten or anything, but you see the gaping
he's like going.
mouth.
He's going towards
Yeah.
the gaping mouth. Okay, we gotta grab him. Let's see.
So this is a conflict. So
Well, okay, perfect. Then I'd like, in the first.
if you can somehow think of an idea to wrangle this hippogriff or do an action, or if you want to fight it.
I'd like to use the reach of the halberd that I got from Sklunch and pull a rotting tree from the riverbank between the hippogriff and the old boggart man. Like just pull it down into the water using my feat of strength.
Okay.
Let's see if this works. Is that an 8? No, my might is only +2. It's going to be a 7.
Okay.
Maybe the tree falls in and it kind of swamps the guy who's swimming from the splash. And I don't want to say he goes under, but maybe he's having a little more trouble staying afloat even though it's blocking the hippogriff.
Yeah, he starts to drown a little bit, and you see him go under, and bubbles come up. But the tree branch has blocked off the hippogriff for right now. What do you do now?
Yeah, Rylee, did you want to do something? Or I will just go diving in after him.
Yeah, I'll dive in after him.
Okay.
What do I roll?
A dive check. You hit your head on the side of the boat. 2 people in the water.
End campaign.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Wilderness or?
I was gonna say athletics.
Excellent.
Swimming. That'll do it.
Awesome.
Okay.
We're both drowning.
Galen,
Jordan.
you have 2 drowning.
Yeah. All right. So is it the hippogriff's turn then, and then we'll go to the next round?
Yeah, the hippogriff bites through the log, and it just like splinters in its mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Hippogriffs
Okay.
are legit monsters.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn to my faithful steed and I'll say, FB, I need you to dive into the water underneath these guys and just surface underneath them like some kind of submarine device. So I'll be using faithful steed to follow complicated orders. So I'll have him kind of just become a platform underneath the 2 drowning victims and rise out of the water and kind of bring them out.
Okay. Roll
Let's
it.
see. Roll it. What? Wilderness check. Okay, that's +2. Come on. Yes.
yes.
Finally,
Nice.
it's a 10.
FB. I always forget the full name of your
Frau
tortoise.
Blucher. Young Frankenstein reference. It's a young.
That's right. Now I remember.
I stuck with it. It's recorded now. It's canon, so there's no going back.
Yes.
It's
So
not
FB dives down and in a few moments rises up with both Rylee and the old man. You're still on the skiff,
Not for long.
and The hippogriff is now. Well, I guess you have an action, James.
Um,
But the hippogriff has gotten through this branch, splintered it.
oh boy.
Branch Connolly.
Can I?
Sorry.
Can I throw my frying pan into its mouth? Because it won't be able to chomp through that thing very easily.
Oh, that's true.
Or at least if it's chomping on something, it's chomping on that.
Spins around, grinding it into metal dust.
Sure.
It's just you got me thinking about Jaws, when Brody he puts the air tank in.
Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger skiff.
On it.
You know.
We're gonna need a bigger skiff. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. I want to throw the frying pan into its mouth and see if we can't get out of here, get out of the water. I will roll an attack. Is that?
I have an idea too.
I think
It's
it might be
Jaws in
nimble. If
nature.
it's attack, then you'll have to roll initiative.
Yeah, I don't really mean to attack it. Just I'll just do nimbleness.
Yeah, like your aim.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Come on! 9. Yes.
Nice.
Our first 2 successful rolls of the game. Only 23
So the
minutes.
frying pan, you toss it directly in its mouth, and its mouth is huge, but it seems to kind of get choked up on it.
He's all choked up, salty tears streaming from his eyes.
Great.
Next round, I get a roll initiative for next round.
Well, only if you're attacking. So if you want to run, you can do that.
No,
Yeah.
I have a different plan, but because you guys have to get back onto the skiff still. I was going to use Discerning Eye to do something.
Okay.
Is now at the time. All right. So once per session, create a weakness or a vulnerability in someone or something for narrative purposes. I'm going to say, looking around, I see these swamp bog gas bags, which are these kind of things floating on the surface, full of flammable gas.
Or like kelp or whatever.
Yeah. They're just kind of they just puff up with gas, and I want to grab one of those, or I want it to
Swamp gas.
exist. Yeah, I want it to exist so that eventually I can throw it in this guy's mouth, and then we can
Okay.
shoot it with a fire spit.
Wow.
It all
Do you
comes
have-
back to
I don't-
setting things on fire.
I don't have a fire spit anymore. Do you have one?
I still do,
Okay.
because I know we used up one. So let me see if this even works. Let's roll a perception check. I have a +1 now, and a hearing loss penalty, which does not apply. It's a 7.
Hearing loss. If anything, it gives me advantage when this thing
Yeah.
goes up.
Yep. It's a 7, so it's a drawback.
Drawback, I think, is that these things are dangerous to handle.
Yeah. I like it. Could definitely backfire. If Josh
It's like-
too much.
A bag of gas, it's gonna pop in your face.
It's like a gas bag from the hit Supergiant game Bastion.
Yes.
Okay. So that's not really your action. It's just you noticing something.
Okay. So then can I, as my action, throw that in, grab it and throw it into the mouth of this hippogriff? Gently?
Yes.
Okay. This is where we all die.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like me to roll for that, Benny Boy?
Nimbleness as well.
God
Best
bless.
stat.
This hurts.
Come
Already hurt.
on, Galen.
I'm going to use a quest point and make it just a 9. That's awesome.
Yes.
Ah, yes. Close enough. So down to 2 out of 3 quest points. It's a 9. It works. I throw it in.
All right.
Kind of gently cup it in my hands and whoo. Rylee,
toss it in
the
its
fire
mouth.
spit.
Blam!
It's like gagging and choking even more as like these greenish brown fumes start to billow.
Mm-hmm. I kind of angle my backpack towards Rylee so the fire spit that's hanging off of it is right in front of her.
I'll take the cue and grab it and take a shot.
It's a real Jawsian moment, you know.
Smile,
Like
you
Roy
son of
Scheider.
Really shattered. This ain't no Sequest DSV.
Yeah, this we were impacted by Jaws so much we had to literally recreate exactly that.
It's the only solution in this case.
That's because it's that good. It's so good. All right.
Oh man.
All right, this is
An extremely important role because
Yeah. Can I inspire still, or is it I've used up too many things this turn?
yeah. No, I mean you can because it's sort of like a reaction thing, but I feel like James needs to roll initiative on this.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, okay.
I will roll initiative right now.
Oh my gosh.
12.
I wish that was your attack roll. Oh man. All right.
Oh, this is not.
I'm gonna give you a +2 if I can inspire you.
Yeah.
I'll look at Rylee and I'll say, it's just like that play we saw where they blew up the shark. You know, you can do this.
All right, smile, you son of a gun, is what I say.
Let me see if this actually works. Oh yeah, that definitely works. You're inspired. You have a +2 to your
All right.
your roll.
Here we go.
I
7.
mean, okay, that's with the +2?
Yeah.
And do you have an attack bonus?
I do not.
Ah, shucks. Okay. I mean, maybe
Somebody's
it works.
gonna lose their eyebrows.
Yeah.
There's no quest point to save us this time. Make it a 9.
All right. There's a huge explosion, and you just see chunks and then waves crashing towards you.
Whoa! Whoa!
You guys are like propelled across the swamp.
Uh-huh.
Um,
When I say we make like backward
each
progress,
take-
almost.
you only take one dread.
Okay,
Yes.
that was fortunate. I take no hearing loss damage because I'm partially deaf, anyways.
That's true. That is true.
It's canon. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. You get momentarily to a bank in the swamp. The old man's skiff is sort of capsized, but you can flip it over easily.
Yeah, we'll help him flip it back over. I'd like to believe the old man, while we're working on flipping his skiff back over, has gotten a net out of his pack, and he's just kind of like scooping up the cooked hippogriff chunks, and he's like, "Oh, I'm eating good tonight. You boys want some of this?"
Cut to the campfire. We're just eating
Yeah.
hippogriff,
Yeah,
giant haunches.
yeah.
He offers you some chunks because it's only like halfway through the day.
Yeah, I will gladly
If
take.
you want to
some chunks.
continue your journey.
Yeah,
I'll
that
like
was
really carefully lay a blanket out over the turtle's shell, and like we have like a picnic as we continue.
It's perfect.
Did Joe link a?
I saw a video
Jaws clip or
linked by
something?
Joe. I imagine it's a Jaws
I
clip.
predicted the Jaws.
Yeah. Here, I'll open it on my computer. Nope, it's a Conan clip. It is the Enough Talk clip.
Oh.
Thank you, Joe.
Perfect. Yep, enough
talk.
Enough Talk.
All right.
If you haven't watched Conan, you should ask your parents because it's not appropriate for all ages, but it is an amazing movie.
I think it's appropriate.
I mean,
I saw
yeah,
it when I
but
was
we
4,
also
you know,
don't have.
this-
Yeah. And look
another
how
time.
we turned out.
I also saw it when I was like 4. So
Yeah, it was.
that's
yeah.
another time. With parental approval, it's a great movie.
Yeah, parental discretion is advised.
Okay,
All right.
here we go.
End quest XP.
One single leg. Of
Yeah.
the journey.
I like to believe that like Zona Imbach is slowly floating into shore on a splintered, like hollowed out, rotted piece of log. He's just like
really, really peacefully.
yeah,
Like,
he's laying back. And then the hippogriff went boom. I did not understand how the thing worked. It shoot with fire, but I've never seen before.
much delicious.
Yes.
That's what happens. And yeah,
Great.
All right. So
next
I
leg
guess
of
that
the
was
journey.
that was just one leg of the journey.
I know. Yeah, that's what bad rolls will do to you.
All right. You roll the last one, so I'll roll up a realms check on this one.
Go for it, sir.
I mean, it's a 7. It ain't bad. I advanced this one.
Legit. You know. Anything that's not a 1 at this point, it just fills me with glee.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. Yeah.
All right. Roll a d6.
All right, do it. It's a dose.
A dose. A dose. A dose. Lost supplies.
Mm.
Your chunks get wet.
Yeah, the chunks get wet. No one likes wet chunks.
They
I mean,
turn-
yeah. I think I'm fine with that. It's better than the alternatives.
Do we have any money or supplies or anything? I just looked at my inventory.
I
and
still have. We have a
I got-
gold pouch
Okay.
I mean,
that's good.
each.
you're
I
given
think, right?
rations, but I think you used them all up.
We
I
did.
think
And
one of you has them.
No, James,
Yeah,
you use
I
yours
used
up.
mine.
I still have mine. Yes, and so my chunks get soggy. Does that mean they're just completely ruined, Ben?
Yeah,
That
you've
makes me
lost
really
them
sad.
like in the swamp.
Yeah, just no one wants to eat swamp-soaked chunks, even though we fished them out of the swamp. But they've just gone bad.
I got eaten by eels.
You got dirt in your chunks, man.
Yeah, no one wants dirty chunks.
The grossest 3 minutes of the podcast. Of the
Yeah.
live stream. No one wants dirty, gross chunks. Slime-ridden swamp chunks.
Yeah, I mean, if it's clam chowder, it's okay if it's chunky.
That's true.
Hippogriff chunks.
Speaking of which, that's the first thing we'll get when we get to Marshgate. Union
Yes,
chowder.
bad.
Is that the red or the
chowder.
white?
Either, as long as it
prefer-
comes in
yeah.
a bread bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's brown.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, it is from Marshgate. They're
It's
marsh
like-
clams.
Marsh swamp clams, like
Yeah.
It's like
Runoff
bandy clamps.
yeah, they're like tremors, but like with shells on the outside.
Oh, Lord. All right, so we've lost some
All right,
supplies, but we've gone 2 legs.
You'll have to make camp. Another night in the swamp.
Is the old man still with us?
No, he you
Mhm.
left him.
Took his skiff and went. No, we're still riding on my tortoise. Okay, cool. So we can, let's pull up and make camp. I think that, so I have 1 thing of rations. I can split that between Rylee and myself, and we'll see if we get it used up. But I think I'd want to go foraging. Do you want to like look for any supplies or materials, James?
Sure.
Is there anything you're trying to make right now?
I need to make some equipment, like a weapon, or maybe get you some armor. Just
Okay.
we tend to be underprepared for everything.
Yeah.
So your best bet is probably
Elemental
elemental.
components.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And
That's
then
helpful.
I can assist, correct?
Yeah.
Let me see. Gather materials. Okay. So skills to aid or might and realms. I'll roll to assist. If I'm looking at the right thing, yeah. That's an 11. I definitely provide some assistance.
All right,
So you
will
get a
provide a +1.
+1.
Okay. I'm going to roll a d12. 4.
Do you add your bonus?
Yeah,
bonus?
you have a wilderness bonus?
I do. So that's a total of 6.
Nice.
What is that? Unwanted attention?
Mm-hmm. You gather
As well
1d6
as-
materials, but you attract unwanted attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were too shy to get elemental components, but we can at least get materials.
Yeah.
And materials are just like the basic building blocks, and then you need more specialized pieces and components to really craft certain things.
Right.
So
Couldn't.
yeah, let's see.
Craft a basic weapon, though, like just a tool,
Mhm.
like a sword. Okay, cool. So you have to roll how many materials you get,
Yeah.
and then
Roll a d6, Jimmy.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking for the
No, you're good.
page in the rulebook. 6.
Oh, that's a lot of material. But what kind of unwanted attention do we draw?
Rylee is a material girl.
Wow.
Living in a material world.
And
Material.
do you two want to ask each other any questions at camp?
Yeah, I was going to ask. So, Galen, after we finally settle things with Sven and get ourselves to Dunk, where do you think we should head next?
You know, we've been in marshes and deforested wastelands. Maybe I'd like to go somewhere a little more tropical. Just somewhere nice. I'm thinking Scallywag Strand.
Ah, okay.
There's a lot of adventure and a giant serpent head statue that I don't know if would really exist, but that seems suspicious for Sarpathi.
I can get behind that plan. I've always wanted to see the ocean
Yeah.
and give those Sarpathi what for.
A what for and a what? A who? What's a
Zona Imbach asks,
Sarpathi?
what is a what for?
Oh, you know,
Kind of like a who's it.
yeah, no.
What is a who's it now?
We're going to, you know, I don't know if you know this, but our village was destroyed by the Sarpathi, and many of the people that were there were kidnapped. And so Galen and I have made it our quests to rid the Mucklands of the Sarpathi threat.
Oh, I know. He flips to the page.
Yeah, he reads it back to us verbatim. And then Rylee said our village was destroyed, and he's like, "You've said this
And
before."
What I meant was that, you know, we were in a glib way, we were going to kick their butts.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm understanding now.
Yes, kicking their butts zone is not literally we're going to put a boot on their butts. We're going to dismantle their institution and organization piece by piece until we have got revenge.
Although a boot onto the butt is not out of the realm of possibility.
It's very, very possible. Very possible. Love it.
Go on.
I say, no, yeah, that sounds like a plan. I mean, I want to follow up on these leads, and we still got to get lunch with that one guy.
Oh, yeah. He's been waiting for days.
I wonder if he's still there, Dr. Ichabod Lundy. We'll find him. We'll see if we can find him in Marshgate, or maybe we'll just let him keep waiting until we've done all of our other stuff, going to Dunk and everywhere else.
trying to like set up the fabled last quest when we finally have lunch with that guy.
Yeah.
Classic.
Never gonna happen. Yeah, so then we can split some rations. I forget how that works, Ben. I know you roll 1d6, but can we each take from the rations as long as we don't roll a 1 or a 2?
Yeah, you'll just have to roll twice.
Okay, I
Not.
offer it. Mm-hmm.
Use it up on the first one.
Okay, I offer to Rylee. I say, here, eat up.
Oh, thank you. End quest.
Roll it up.
What do I roll?
D6.
D6. A fire.
I watch as Rylee doesn't break off some of the rations, but she just puts it in her mouth and like gums it and like gnaws on it and then hands it back to me. And it's like, okay.
Is there no more?
No, there's more still. It's just kind of the way you eat it is, thank God you're like my little sister.
It's like a rat.
Yeah, just kind of like. I eat from the other end of the rations by breaking it off. And I kind of glare a little bit, and I pop it in my mouth. I roll it up and put it away.
Life on the road.
Life is a highway. And how many HPs do we regain from? I guess it's from the sleep, not from the rations, right?
It's from both, but
Mm-hmm.
you have to do both. But you only lost 1 courage, both,
Right.
I think so.
Yeah, we're feeling more courageous this morning.
I can cook, but we don't have all the components we need.
We had some chunks, but
We did.
they're just dirty.
Well, they
and
got
soggy.
dirty.
Yeah.
They got lost in the swamp water.
All right, so
Swamp
you run
water
into no trouble at night,
Okay.
and a new day comes. Just you and Zona Imbach.
You mean the two of us in Zona Imbach?
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were talking to James and I had suddenly disappeared.
Galen has been kidnapped in the night.
Yeah. Sure. Let's
Zona
resume
Imbach
our journey.
explains that there was never Galen. It's only been
Wow.
It's like a Black Mirror episode. All right, we're almost there. Let's do it.
Yeah, you want to start it off?
Sure. 8.
Ocho.
okay.
ESPN the Ocho.
Wow.
Roll a d6.
Whatever you say, Cotton.
Oh.
Goodness.
What is it?
A 1.
1.
One. You've made a wrong turn. Roll a d6 again to determine which hex you actually move into.
Okay, so I'll move us back.
5.
Okay. 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be to Orchmire.
Okay.
28, 15, 28, 18.
18? Gotcha.
Dang.
Which way did we go?
I led us astray.
Yeah. Like as some of the swamp fog clears, I look around and Marshgate's no longer in front of us, and I'm concerned.
We must
It's
have
like
made a
another
wrong
day
turn.
in the swamp, huh?
Just another day in the swamp.
We're never getting out of the swamp.
Yeah. Doesn't want to let us go.
This hell area has punished us.
Oh my gosh, it's been rough. So then I'll follow up and I'll say I think it might be back this way. Let me turn us around and I'll roll a wilderness or a realms check. It's a 5. I'd like to bump it to a 6.
All right.
Get us back on track at
You know
least.
the drill.
I do. Roll a d6.
Unless you roll a 1. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything but a 1 is progress.
Yeah.
You run afoul of bad weather. It starts raining, just pouring in the swamp.
We're wet from both ends now.
Your next travel check has disadvantage.
Oh.
Okay. But we can move one more towards Marshgate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so move up to 2817. We're really close now. I guess we have to make camp, right? Was that 2 legs?
Yeah, I mean it's tough sledding in the swamp. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I
It's-
mean, this is one of the few times we've had 2 legs back to back where we didn't get like interrupted by something crazy. Let's see if you want to. Maybe we can search for materials one more time. Be a little more lucky.
Yeah, let's do that.
Go for it. I'll try to assist you again.
All right.
It's an 11. I have a +1.
I'm sorry. Did you search or did you give me the +1?
No, I gave you the +1.
Oh, okay.
You're our material girl.
6.
Oh, gather
but
1d6.
You have a +7. You have a +2, don't you?
Oh, right.
Roll
8. Gosh, I keep
Uh,
not adding my bonuses this game.
It's okay. If you want to use a quest point, you can bump that up to the 9 to 11 range.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Awesome. Get you a random
Getting
elemental.
pretty
Like liberal with the quest points.
liberal.
Yeah.
I've got quest points right now. I've got a ton.
Yeah. I figure it's 11:48.
Hey man, we're going an hour and a half, baby.
What?
Oh, wow.
Made the critical mistake of using all my quest points in the front half of the quest.
I have a bunch left. I have 4.
Lovely.
All right, so what'd you find?
Let's roll a d12.
Mm-hmm.
2.
I think was that Dwimmer Steel?
It's Quagmash.
I think I might have an old doc, but yeah.
Yes. Dwimmer Steel.
Cool.
So this might be a good real quick aside to talk about just how you guys have different elemental components in different areas.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different regions. Quagmash, Fleabag Counties before, so you can see them on the map now, and each one has different elements and herbs and fish and animal, and they each have their individual lists that you roll from. And so I just rolled from Quagmash elemental compound or components, and got the Dwimmer Steel, which is not available in all areas.
Yeah, and that can be used. I don't have it in front of me because
That's fine,
my
yeah.
setup isn't amazing, but it can be used in certain recipes to make certain items, and also the elemental components just in themselves, you can make a magnificent item.
Yeah, for an example, I can make bladed, ranged, and tools that have the trusty modifier.
Oh, cool.
And so, famously, your sword is trusty.
Indeed.
So it can't be dropped or fumbled when that comes up, which did, I think. I think it was like, oh, you drop your sword. And you're like, nope.
Yeah,
can't.
and I'm like, no, I didn't.
I have a magnificent sword that's trusty. So I can make those with Dwimmer Steel. And Dwimmer Steel is my only elemental component that I currently have. So what I'm going to do as we adventure is I'm going to just keep collecting stuff until I can start to make some cool items that can help us out. Because we're definitely in an item deficit. Like I've got a bedroll, a saw, a hatchet, and that's it. Or in a bow.
Yeah.
And so
Now,
the time has
remind me,
come.
guys.
Get us out for adventure.
Yeah, the Loyal Chum, which is Riley's class, has a special knack for tinkering, right? Which is creating items.
I'm +3 at Tinker, and I've got proficiencies in repair, mechanics, and woodcraft.
But
So
as a knight errant, am I able to craft and stuff too?
Yeah, you could.
Okay, so any character can
You
do
just
it.
have to use Tinker. It's just
Mhm.
the Loyal Chum has like abilities, also
Right.
that
Okay.
revolve around it.
Yeah, at least everyone can do it. It's not just limited. But if you want to make items,
Right.
you should try out the Loyal Chum class. It's a pretty robust system. So cool.
But yeah, as you said, Galen, you can do it as well if you're
Yeah.
inclined.
I
there's
got
no
a
harm in
hankering
that.
for some tinkering. Love it. So we
Do you
got
want to just
some
jump
boomer
to the
steel.
next day? Or-
Yeah, let's just jump to the next day. We haven't lost any hit points. We had some
Yeah.
casual conversation, and we haven't lost any hit points. Had some casual conversation, and Rylee, let's see if we can get to Marshgate. You want to go ahead and roll a check?
Oh, at disadvantage.
Yeah.
At disadvantage, yeah, because of
It's
the bad
still
weather.
pouring.
Inclement weather.
Ooh, that'll do it. 5.
5, all right. That is an encounter. Roll a D100.
I love it.
82. We're just right there, Georgie.
So close. So close.
Almost made it.
400 muckmen rise up from the swamp.
Well,
We were horribly wrong.
about Muckman.
Oh, no. What are the chances?
I mean, 1 in 100.
Yeah.
There's probably quite a bit of Muckmen on the Quagmash encounter table.
Yeah, it's a
That's
region-specific encounter table. I forgot. Yeah.
Right.
However, a group of Quartles, which are little turtle people, are fighting off a group of Muckmen with spears.
All I can think of is Dana Carvey in Master of Disguise when you guys talk about turtle people.
Not
That's
the
the
Ninja
worst thing to
Turtles.
think of.
Not the
Yeah,
Ninja
please do not go watch that movie. Ever.
No, Quartles
but-
are
yeah.
tiny little turtle folk. And you'll have to
Quartle.
wade into the water to help them.
Okay.
I wade in. I go right in, start shooting arrows at Muckman.
And awesome. And can I ride my faithful steed to kind of? Yeah, I'd like to ride my faithful steed basically to ram the Muckmen.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
All right.
Climb up on your faithful steed.
6.
Climb up on my faithful steed. I roll a 3. FB is busy eating some swamp ruts. Come on! Get in there!
Swamp ruts.
Swamp ruts. It's canon now.
James, what'd you roll?
I rolled a
Would you-
6.
Okay. So you go first.
I will fire an arrow into
Ba-bang.
a Muckman.
Muckman. Okay.
7.
That's a miss, unfortunately, with a ranged attack.
That's sad. And then I guess it's the out turn.
Yeah. One of the Muckmen turns towards you after shooting the arrow and throws a glob of muck from its body. Just like
Blech.
Makes exactly that sound.
Mhm.
that is a hit.
Ooh boy.
Oof.
Oh jeez,
All right,
that's
hold in there.
that's a hit. Oh my god.
One dread as you get
Ah,
splattered.
I
Right
may
across
be
the eyes.
gross, but I am courageous.
I'm rolling low dread lately, guys.
I know.
Those have been all ones. Yeah.
It's
very
saved
lucky.
our lives a couple of times.
Explosive hippogriffs did not hurt us that bad. Let's see how these muckmen do. Okay, so that's any. Oh yeah, they still have a turn, I imagine. Anything else, Ben? Do the quartles go, or you want to just kind of talk that out?
Yeah, I'll just see how it's going.
Okay.
Okay.
It looks to be like an even match.
Fair enough.
The rest of their attacks go against each other.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna rear up on FB and say charge. And once per session, your war tortoise can deal 1d10 dread to an adversary, knocking them over with a successful attack roll. So I'm gonna charge someone and attack. It's an 8.
Yes.
Charge. And I'll steal
Charge.
1d10 to a Muckman. It's a 7.
Solid.
And they're knocked over for the duration of the
Well, you just splatter through it.
round.
Ha ha! Have at me.
Zona
Oh.
Imbach makes a note on the back of the tortoise. This would look much better if you had a lance. Just saying.
Nice flavor, dude.
He's critiquing.
Always the critic. Zona Imbach's my favorite character in this whole campaign. I'm sorry.
I appreciate the flavor. You know what I mean? The Zona
Flavor.
flavor. Okay.
Flavor.
Then it's the next round. Roll
Okay.
initiative.
I finally go ahead of the rest of these guys.
9.
Okay. So you've taken out one. There are 2 there. But Muckmen, they can just rise out of the muck.
Yeah. Especially with a craft GM.
Crafty.
Crafty. Okay, so Rylee and I go first. Rylee, why don't you go ahead and do your
I'm gonna
thing?
take a shot with my bow.
That's why I said, hey, Shrim, nice shot.
8.
You need a 9
Mm,
with a ranged weapon.
Yeah.
mm.
Not rolling so hot. Moan fresh.
I mean, it's all good. I'd like to... Ben, is there, in combat, do we have a flanking penalty? Like, if I rode up behind the Muckman, would I give the Quartles a flanking bonus and the Muckman a penalty?
It's more
Like, uh-huh.
based on what you roll and kind of hashing out.
Sure. Well, that's fine. Then I'll ride up behind.
Like
and
if you were to miss and
Mhm.
get a plus or whatever, you could say that. I'm wary to just
always
always
flanking
include a
rules.
flanking thing.
Yeah, it'd be kind of gross to just always say, "Hey, I'm flanking them." All right, but I will ride my tortoise up behind them, and I'll attack one of the Muckmen in the back. D12 plus 2. That's a 13, so that's a critical.
Cool.
And I keep forgetting I have a D12 dread now because of my martial prowess, but it's only a
nice.
3. That's sad. Isn't
Okay.
that sad?
You hack through the Muckman, slicing off one of its arms, but it just regenerates it.
Mm-hmm. As a Muckman is wont to do.
And it attacks you back.
I accept. Hmm.
Hmm.
And you're minus
One.
+1 defense, right?
Yeah,
So-
+1 defense, yes.
So that's just a hit.
But
One dread.
okay,
Wow.
so
One dread to
15
you.
out of
What's
16.
going on over here? This is wild.
I mean, I'm not complaining. Is that a counterattack, Ben? Because he rolled an 8?
Not because of your defense.
Shucks. Yeah, I pushed it up to a 9. That's too bad. Too bad. Okay, cool. How are the Quartles doing with the...
The Quartles seem to be doing pretty well with
Okay.
your help. But a Muckman appears right behind Rylee and attacks.
Rylee, look out!
No.
Ooh.
Oof.
It was a
Okay.
hit.
That'll do it.
You are engulfed.
Oh, no.
Trouble. Trouble.
Galen, you just see this Muckman
Yeah.
come up behind Rylee and go.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
All right.
Okay.
And you take 4 dread.
Mm.
Okay, here we go. I'm beginning to feel
The
dread.
Quartles take care of the Muckman in front of them.
Okay. And I think it comes around to an initiative. If I'm not doing an attack, but I'm doing like a rescue move, do I need initiative for that? Because it's kind of the pre?
No.
Okay. Sorry, did you need to resolve anything else in that round?
I attacked you, right?
Yeah, you attacked me, and then you engulfed James. Okay. All right. So I'd like to use Faithful Steed. I mean, it's not really use of it, but my steed can follow complicated orders. I'm gonna get advantage because I'm gonna perform a stunt while riding. I want to kind of ride up at full speed and like go off the side, lower my arm down, and put my arm through the middle of the Muckman, pulling Rylee out as I go riding by.
It's amazing.
So you're in the water.
I don't understand. Saying I can't get speed fast enough.
You won't have advantage. It'll be canceled out.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. So we're gonna roll a wilderness check. Ah, that's not good.
That's not so bad.
I kind of want to say that the Muckman, and it might be overstepping. I reach down and I like ride by Rylee, but the Muckman's like suction is so strong that I kind of hit and I get pulled off of my tortoise, but Rylee comes tumbling out and we're both in the water. Might be too good.
It's too good because you failed.
Too good.
You failed to pull her out, but
yeah,
you could have a plus.
Yeah, maybe
you poke the hole and I can breathe.
Yeah. Like maybe I scrape some of the muck away from Rylee's face.
You just like see my panicked face.
Let's just give it a mechanical bonus. Like you'll have a +1 to your might check to escape yourself, Rylee.
Okay. Right. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, do you want to do that? I guess you'd be up next because it's. Or do we need to roll initiative, Ben?
No, you can try to escape right now. Before combat.
Okay, I'm going to use my saw to try to like saw myself a door. Get out of the escape. Come on, +1 might. 12.
Hey.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, you burst out of this thing, out of the muck. Galen is right there.
Out of the muck and into the mash. That's what the saying is in the Quack Mash.
The Muckman attacks Galen though.
Okay. Accept.
Oof. Now that's a roll here. He's getting better.
Mm-mm.
So
I don't like it.
You are now engulfed.
I don't. Okay.
Take one dread.
Oh dear.
Okay. So 14 out of 16.
Another
I can hold my breath for 5 minutes, though. I'm just going to fight this guy from the inside. I'm not even going to try to escape.
It's like speed punching his brain.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just about holding your breath.
Oh, I think it. No, I understand.
It's about
There's
being
like-
slowly digested by the.
It's going into my nostrils.
Yeah, there's mud just like entering your orifices.
Orifices. God.
Muckmen are awful.
Terrible concept.
But yeah, okay.
Cool.
The Quartles come swimming over to you. And now it's the next round.
Love it. I forgot that I get +1 block when I'm mounted on my tortoise. I gotta start using that.
3.
Yeah, let's see. Roll D12 +1. 11.
Nice.
That's your escape.
I was rolling initiative, but yeah, it should be my escape. if that's okay. I can re-roll it if you want. That's
No,
okay.
that's fine.
All right, I take it. So
I'm going to need you to re-roll it, George.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and re-roll it. I just kind of like pump all my breath into my like throat pouch and flex and bust out of the muckman.
All right, that's your action. So it's Riley's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Are you attacking it? You'll have to roll initiative.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 3 for initiative.
Okay. Galen, you're attacked again.
Oh man. Oh, critical muck.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
I'm still disoriented from busting out of the muck, and I'm vulnerable to attack.
This isn't good.
6 dread.
I mean, I've had worse.
And you're back to being incapacitated.
Oh, because I got engulfed again.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting real
Oh
tired
my
of
gosh.
These muckmen. No wonder Big Orch died. Like, I want to believe that it took 7 muckmen to engulf Big Orch. Like, just repeatedly, just glomming onto him when they were fighting.
So Riley, it's your turn.
Can I try to pull George free?
Sure.
You hear from inside, kill it! Kill it!
I
Yeah.
Can I use eye for clues and see if I can't spot Galen's scabbard and like use it to pull him out of the muckman?
Sure.
All right, come on.
Okay, all right.
6 with a quest point.
Dang old
Okay.
pupies.
Yeah, I mean, since you're using an ability, I think,
It does it, or
yeah, you pull him out, but
well, that's actually no. I just rolled to see if I could.
That it
see,
exists.
I didn't
Yeah.
roll to actually pull him out yet. So there is the scabbard.
Sticking out.
yeah, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, that's tricky because it's like dupla action.
Mm-hmm.
Dupla.
Well, I feel like you're spending a resource on this, so you should be rewarded as opposed to like now you have to make a might check, which you could just do normally.
Yeah, like what was the mechanical benefit to spotting the scabbard? If
well,
you're just going to have to make another, if you're going to have to make another might check, you know what I mean? Like you might as well.
Exactly.
Right,
So I feel like
I was
this
initially
means you
thinking
can
it would
pull
give me
it
a
out.
bonus, but
Well, I'm inclined to say you see the scabbard and can pull it out. The drawback is Galen takes 3 points of dread
Okay.
just from the
Muckman
Method.
holding on.
Yeah.
Holding on with its evil
Um,
muck claws, gooey and terrible.
I'm just gonna say the Quartles finish off this muckman with their spears. Makes sense to me.
Yeah. I like it.
We went to help them, and they saved our lives.
Two-way street, yeah. They say, come back with us to our town, deep in the Quagmire.
Yeah, we say, hey, thanks, no thanks. We gotta
It's
get
just
the
a
heck out of
4-week
here.
journey.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get to Marsh Gate and go to a La Quinta Inn and chill out for a bit.
La
Wow.
Quinta.
Motel 8.
Yeah. Get a continental breakfast at the Super 6. Super 8. Something like that. Okay, cool. So the Quartles help me up off my back in the muck.
Yes, they say, thank you for helping us.
It was our pleasure, good Quartles.
These muckmen are tricky customers.
Yes, there was a big battle here. Seem to be some stragglers.
Ah, yes. Many a good Orch fell in that battle.
Orch. Orches are the worst.
Well, the enemy of the Muckmen is my friend.
They take our shells, wear them as armor.
That is sad, my fellow Quirtle. I'm sorry.
You seem to be carrying an Orch halberd. You're friends with them.
Well,
I say there's been a regime change within the Orch structure.
They're like backing away slowly from you.
I say,
anyway,
no.
Go. We got. Hey, great to help you guys out. We're on our way to Marshgate.
No. I'll tell the Quirtle, I'll say, spread tale of the new Orch, Sklunch, who now leads the Orches. He is said to be more temperate, and I hope that your people can find some measure of peace.
In fact, one of his titles is Sklunch the Reasonable.
Yes, the Sklunch the Temperate. And perhaps you can bend the ear of his advisor,
L. Barry Barryton.
L. Barry Barryton. Seek out his help for your people.
Make an inspire check, George. See if you...
Yes, let's be inspirational, baby. Yes! 11.
Yes. That's really one I wanted to succeed.
Yeah, I did too. I want to repair Orch Quirtle relations in the Quagmash.
Be amazing.
If what you say is true, then we will do so.
Remember, L. Barry Barryton, the Muddy Gnome.
The Muddy Gnome.
It was a pleasure to meet both of you. And is he with you?
Is he pointing at Zona?
Yeah.
Zona is just writing, and then the Quartles pointed at me.
He is our chronicle. He's writing down the tales of our deeds and adventures.
It's true.
Zona and Bach, great heroes.
Sheepishly waves from the back of the tortoise. We're trying to be. We're trying to be the best heroes we can be.
Yeah, I think we've got a ways to go, but doing what we can.
Yeah.
Doing what we can. And we're always in trouble.
I reach out my hand in like friendship to the Quirtles and I say, I'm Galen, and this is Rylee. What is your name? I love making GMs make names up on the spot.
What is your name and backstory?
I'm sorry?
Aud.
His name is Aud. Aud the Quirtle.
And this is Dwin.
Aud and Dwin.
Aud and Dwin. I say it was good to meet you all. If we are ever in the area, we'll drop by and say hello.
You seem to be great heroes, and I'm inclined to give you a gift from the Quirtles.
Wow.
I say to Aud and Dwin, if a gift is simply a token of your friendship, then I accept, but we would hate to put you out.
Take this. It is an egg.
I say, is it an egg for hatching? Because I know Rylee wants to eat it and cook it. I say, is it an egg that we should
like an
hatch?
egg for scrambles?
No. Only use the egg when there is a great question that must be answered.
Oh.
This is an egg of insight.
An egg of insight. That's a magical item.
I say, how does one use it? Do you crack it, or do you just shake it? Do you speak to it?
You shake it, yes.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Which scrambles the contents and releases the answer. I understand. It's a magic egg ball.
You must be pure of heart and mind to get a correct answer.
Pure of heart and mind? I feel we're pretty pure of heart and mind, and unless we're trying to pull the wool over the eyes of a fiend.
I think Galen, as a knight errant, he thinks deeply to himself, and wonders if he'll ever be worthy of receiving an answer from the egg. And he hopes that he can be pure of heart and mind and free of selfish desires when he shakes that egg.
Yeah, I feel like this egg captures the imagination of Rylee, who looks at it with great reverence after once thinking it was for poaching or scrambling. And now she's got a little bit of fear about asking the egg a question, because it's like, is she asking the egg a question, or is the egg asking her a question about herself?
Wow.
That's deep, dude.
I'd like to point out this was a random encounter.
Rylee.
Yeah.
Never received such a mighty gift.
Yeah. That's amazing.
They take their leave and plan on, going and spreading the word about the new regime of Sklunch, the big
Fare
orc.
thee well, Aud. Fare thee well, Dwin.
2 weeks later, we hear of great raids in the Quarter Lands. Massive, Quartal massacres with a muddy gnome with the head of it. Elberry Barrington snapped and must be stopped.
Wearing those shells.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So did that took you to Marshgate, right?
That took us to Marshgate, yeah.
Yeah, we finally made it after an hour and a half of adventuring to get home.
To move 4 hexes. I love it. I mean, we ended up moving a total of 6 or 8 hexes because
we
weather
actually went
and
pretty far. Yeah, we went pretty far, but it's just traveling in the Quagmash is tough business.
It's treacherous. I love it.
Yeah, so you come into Marshgate finally. You see the remnants of battle. You see mud stains everywhere.
Reconstruction efforts.
Yeah, Vera is out in the streets, kind of directing people to go this way and that way, as well as the other 2 dungeoneers who run this town and kind of are constantly trying to outdo each other and outrank each other.
I like to believe it's the town's benefit because they just keep pouring more and more company resources into it to make more extravagant. It's making Marshgate into this really big, little metropolis deal.
Yeah, they've got 5 TGA Fridays instead of just 1.
Wow.
And
they
each one gives
quag
a
bees.
company discount for the different company.
Yeah. You're getting Awesome Blossoms or whatever, but they're free.
Yeah. Gosh, free Awesome Blossom with every meal.
So Vera sees you and she says, "Whoa, I just assumed you guys were dead."
We were in the Quagmash taking care of business, and I see that the Muckmen have been defeated.
Well, no thanks to you.
Actually.
Well. And then can we proceed to tell her the tale? Let's have Zona.
No, we just had Zona. I was going to say, Zona's going to read it back, Zona. Read it back.
Oh, so you were behind the Orches.
Yes. Yeah. And the Orches now have a new leader, the mighty Sklunch, the reasonable.
Sklunch the reasonable. So good.
Sorry, I don't know where that even came from.
Yeah, but it's true, though.
So what does that mean? They're not going to be a problem anymore either?
Well, it'll take time to shift their culture, but they're going to be much more reasonable. There's a gnome that's living among them, and there's an advisor to Sklunch, and we traveled with Sklunch personally and have a good relationship. We feel that the Quagmash may have a shift to more peaceful times if everybody is on their best behavior.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it was great to get those Muckmen off our backs, but we've got another problem, and I don't know. You've heard of Crazy Ernie, right?
The custom floor trap guy?
Yeah. You've probably heard his jingles. He's an expert at floor traps, dungeon traps of all types. He's
Crazy
I
Ernie's
think
custom
he's an
traps.
idiot. Okay, but
Yeah.
he's a genius.
In his own way.
He's locked himself in his mansion, and I'm trying to get his, patronage, basically. And no one can get in. We're all vying for his influence. I'm actually kind of worried.
You're worried that someone else might get his influence, like one of the companies?
Well, yes, but I'm worried that something's going on. Because we haven't seen him in weeks.
So you want us to check in on him?
Could you? I mean, his place is just rigged with traps.
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah.
Maybe you could do us a favor. Maybe you could send a runner to file that paperwork for Sven.
Yeah.
Because Dunk is a really far away place.
Yeah. I think that would be an equivalent exchange.
I'll look into it. That is a far run for anybody.
Yeah.
I have the paperwork. I mean, you're talking about traveling through Troll Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a pretty penny.
Well, I mean, we did kind of save your town. We're going to check on this guy for you. And, I mean, I'm just saying. I know things have been crazy for you, but we've been out there in the muck.
Look, just let us resupply and take it easy. We'll go check on Crazy Ernie, no problem. And we'll get Sven squared away and we'll make this happen. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, the worst is that I'll have to hire a messenger through Krog and Sons or Subterranean Pits and Lairs because Unassailable Code doesn't really cover that up this far,
Mm-hmm. And then you'll be seen as
a ton of paperwork.
Yeah. Playing favorites if you use one over the other.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
I got to be honest. I'm kind of excited to meet Crazy Ernie. He's a bit of a celebrity.
Yeah.
I love his ads.
It's true.
In Engineer Magazine.
I love his ads.
And the funny thing is, he's exactly as he is in his ads. There's no difference. He's crazy. He's a crazy person.
I'll say I saw one ad though where his head had been guillotined with one of his traps, and he was talking from a basket. Can he do that?
That's Crazy Ernie for you.
Yeah, we don't exactly know how he did that, but we think that he must have had a warlock hex his brain. I don't know.
As one does.
I just assumed they just did it in post, but let's.
Galen looks at a fence post and looks back at Rylee and doesn't understand.
I say nothing.
All right. Well, I think that's a good quest for next time. I say
search for Crazy Ernie.
Yeah. Search for Crazy Ernie.
All right. Cool.
Wow.
Cool tools.
That was one session packed with random encounters, I tell you.
Yep. We made it, though.
We made it.
That was one of the few sessions I haven't been knocked out.
It's the beauty of Land of Aim, okay?
It is.
I didn't have to plan for anything.
I love it, actually.
Yeah. Ben never plans anything.
Pick up
shows
adventure.
Up.
I mean, I read our sandbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anybody watching knows there's like always that moment where like there's a pause and Ben is reading what's there. Like, what is in this place that is... Yeah. That's good. I love
There's
it.
so much information that you guys have created and thrown in.
I'm excited to craft some stuff. I'm going to go through the crafting tables and like figure out how I can make George a spear or a lance.
Well, I have a lot of weapons. Maybe we should get armor for one of us.
Oh, that's true.
If that's a thing,
Yeah, I could make some armor for George. That's what I'm going to do.
I like it.
I mean, armor as well as a weapon for you, Rylee.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and you
true.
can certainly have this trusty halberd if you'd like. Because my halberd is your halberd,
I'll make a weapon for myself first, and then I'll make some suits of armor for when we're forced into a dungeon crawl again. And
inevitably.
This time we're gonna have torches, weapons, food, rope. Like all the things that we never have. Gonna have
It's just never gonna happen, dude. We're never gonna be. We're gonna get like turned around, lose supplies,
Yeah.
start giving up and hemorrhaging them.
That's actually a cool dynamic because I find myself like worried about gear and supplies that we need for the first time. Because man, like just using the creative powers, having that little extra oomph of something that you can throw into it is great.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a pack rat, but
I mean, you're a shrimp.
I'm a shrimp. You know,
That's what
George
you do.
also has the tortoise with extra inventory space.
Right.
Yeah, so we can pack stuff on. We got 12 slots there.
Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. Well, this was fun. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Do you want to do XP right now, or you want to do it next?
Right.
Next
gosh,
time?
I'm sorry. I forgot. Yeah,
No,
let's
it's
do
fine.
XP now, and then we can. That way, we got it fresh in our brains.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you what'd you do?
We met a creature, the hippogriff. Encountered an NPC.
Yes.
Alright. I always think we solve a problem creatively, but I'm not sure.
We didn't
I
like.
think you did.
Yeah, we solved the problem creatively. We didn't like fulfill anything specific.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There was no like quest or objective, but
Right.
Yeah.
I went straight in to danger, even though it was a miserable failure.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't fumble at the wrong time, although I considered dropping the egg. I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, is the egg considered a relic? Did we find? Is that a relic we found?
No, it's a magical item though.
Okay.
It's a cool item, though. Really captured my imagination.
Yeah, I like it.
It's a phoenix egg.
Wow.
That's why I'm going to sit on it every day until it hatches.
Okay.
Good talk.
It's gonna burn you. Hey Jesse, yeah, thanks for watching and thanks
Yeah.
for your support. It was awesome. Saw that you got to play the game, which is awesome.
That is awesome. Thank you for your feedback.
Your patronage, and feedback.
Yeah, totally. 3 XP. I'm having trouble getting through the PDF right now.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah. So we did not solve a quest or objective. Did we solve a problem in a particularly creative way?
I think so, with the hippogriff and blowing it up and whatnot.
We jazzed it. So that's one. New location or point of interest? Not really.
Not today.
No.
Okay.
We've been to
we did encounter.
before.
We did encounter a new creature, so that's 2. Significant encounter with an NPC. I feel like with the Quartles, we had a pretty significant encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we turned that into one.
Yeah, it became something bigger.
The whole Quartles Orch thing is a bigger conflict that we could play around.
Yeah. And we didn't find a relic, so it's 3 for me. But Rylee, you had used your.
I used my ideal.
Yeah, I'm kind of remiss to say that I used my ideal as well of rescuing someone from danger. I did try to scoop Rylee out of the Muckman, but I'll defer to you on that, Ben.
Accept.
Okay. I get 4x. We both get 4 XP, and neither of us broke anything indiscriminately.
Again, the egg would have been horrifying.
I start guarding the egg with my life. I give it to Zonienbach because he's never in danger somehow. Zonienbach is like charmed. Like it doesn't matter what bad thing happens to us, he'll just be like cruising along writing.
He's the kind of guy like he could be in the room and you forget he's there.
Yeah.
It's like nondescript.
Semi-charmed kind of life. Yeah, no one attacks him, no one targets him because it's just a mushroom.
Yeah, I mean he's mistaken for a mushroom, just like growing there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He just puts his like head down and no one can see him writing.
Like his backpack is made out of moss, so no one even notices. Like
yeah, I love it.
It's Jansport.
Jansport. Wow. LL Bean backpack.
I'll be honest, a little meta talk. I've been considering like Zona Imbach, like giving you a quest, but I think we need to get out of the Quagmash.
Yeah, I would appreciate that before we get sucked right back in.
Yeah. The Quagmatch has punished us.
Oh my gosh.
It'll be
I
fun
love
to, go somewhere else.
Yeah. I
Journey
did like the
across the
Quagmash a
map.
lot.
Yeah, there's like 3 entire regions we haven't even been to, and used to be forest we've barely touched.
Yeah, I mean, just zooming out, we got a whole lot of stuff going on. We still want to go to Dunk,
Yep.
which is
Scalawag
quite
Strand.
far. Yeah, we got to finish our business at the Crack. So it'll go Dunk, the Crack, and then Vacation. Probably not. And Sarpathi. We'll see.
Well, what we could do is we could like head directly to Dunk through Troll Ridge, and then take the river and the lake south to check out the Serpent Temple straight to Scalawag Strand.
Oh, sure, yeah, because we're already there. Uh-huh.
Then we could take Scalawag Strand, like take the channel back to the coast,
Go to Muckland Harbor.
Muckland Harbor, and then head
Back into the Quagmash.
back into the Quagmash, but this time by ship.
Yeah, I love it. Then stop by Bogwatch and then Marshgate. Who knows? We'll figure it out.
Cool.
Got a lot of adventure left that will randomly be created.
That's
for
like
us.
10 sessions away.
Yeah.
I think 40 sessions easily.
It's great. Can't wait. Awesome.
All
So
right.
what is it? 4 XP? Is
Yeah,
that
4 XP.
4 XP. Great. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks again for joining us for the Land of Eam actual play live stream. We do it every Saturday at 11 Pacific time. Special thanks to our patrons for supporting it. We really appreciate it. We've got a lot of, including Jesse. Yes. Thank you for joining us. Got lots more stuff to announce and to share over the next several months. So looking forward to that stuff, and see you next Saturday. It's going to be blazed.
All right. Awesome.
All righty.
Thank you.
Take it easy, everybody, and get ready for the freeze frame.
A freeze frame.
Wait.
Wait.